right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are here in Pueblo, Colorado, so home of the 2014 NCAA Division II CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves. So it's going to be a 1A contest, number 1 versus number 2, Limon Badgers versus the Centauri Falcons. So Limon Badgers in all black, black helmet with looks like a white badger, possibly on the other side of the helmet a number. Black tops, black bottoms, and white numbering and lettering. Centauri Falcons, on the other hand, stark contrast, red helmet, white tops, and black helmet. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. Classification 1A. So here we go. So opening kickoff, and they're going to run it to about the 25-yard line. And that is none other than Devin Brady, the sophomore. So number 6, Devin Brady, the sophomore, bringing the ball to about the 25-yard line. So 0-0, of course, the score. Only 6 seconds have elapsed so far. So 11:54 to go. And the Centauri Falcons are now coming to the field. So Byron Shawcroft, the quarterback at the 25, trips flanked to the near side of the field. Looks like one running back flanked to his side. Ooh, and that they had that basically read out from the beginning. That was Mason Clonch, gets brought in his own backfield by about 2 or 3 Limon Badgers. So under 12 minutes to go, approaching 11 and a half minutes remaining. So Shawcroft out of the I formation, Clonch flanked out to his side, man in motion. And they're going to hand the ball off with the motion man, and he is going to get a little bit of a gain. Like we said earlier, started out initially at the 25-yard line, and it looks like they're going to have it at about possibly the 27-yard line. So a 2-yard gain so far, maybe 1.5-yard gain. So we got a third and about 8.5, maybe 9. Shawcroft, shotgun formation, going for broke, and he gets it to Byron Holman in stride. So Byron Holman, a phenomenal pitch and catch there between Shawcroft and Byron Holman. That is moving the chains. Ball is now at the 45-yard line. So Centauri Falcons approaching midfield. Shawcroft, man in motion is Burr. Shawcroft, option over to, looks like Brady, and then he gets even closer to midfield. Actually, that was Mason Clonch, number 21. So under 11 minutes remaining so far in this first and initial quarter. Shawcroft out of the I formation, pitches it out to Clonch. Clonch still on his feet, and he gets brought out of bounds by about the 46-47-yard line. So we are that brings up a very pivotal third down opportunity for the Centauri Falcons approaching midfield. Would like nothing better than to have the Centauri Falcons line up and get a score here. Okay, Shawcroft out of the shotgun formation. Going to go for broke, and he is going to hit number 7 in stride, and that is once again Byron Holman, the wide receiver. So he is the go-to wide receiver, is Byron Holman. Shawcroft, he's going to call his own number, and he is finally going to get brought out of bounds. So great little pickup there by Shawcroft. And actually, clock is still running, so under 10 minutes to go. And Shawcroft is looking to see, setting up his troops. Shotgun formation. Clonch flanked to his side, hands off to Clonch. Clonch gets a little bit of daylight, and he gets to about the 25-yard line. Okay, so here we go, handing the ball off. Okay, so second down and 8 to go, under 9.5 minutes remaining. Shawcroft out of the shotgun formation. Option to Brady. Brady with some moves, and he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Brady.
Okay, so Shawcroft out of the shotgun formation. Fake handoff to Clunch. He's looking for Brady. Oh, overthrows his intended receiver for the interception. That can be number 2, as number 2 intercepts it. Willie Mays style over his shoulder, and they're going to put the ball now at the 4-yard line. So terrible break there for the Centauri Falcons as they were approaching the red zone.
The ball is taken to the 4-yard line. First down, Badgers.
Okay, so the Limon Badgers number 2 who intercepted the pass is also the quarterback. So Limon Badgers running out of their own 4-yard line. I formation, going to hand the ball off, second back through the line. And these Centauri Falcons are going to hit him down. So about the, say, 3-yard line. So number 2 operating the quarterback. Handing the ball off to 20. 20 with a little bit of room on the far side of the field. And he gets brought down about the 8 or 9-yard line.
Congratulations to the state championship teams from the Robert Hogue Rawlings Foundation, committed to improving lives of the people living in southeastern Colorado and San Luis through education.
So still first quarter action here in Pueblo. We're going to place the ball at about the 10.5-yard line. So number 2 out of the I formation. Hand the ball off second back through line, which is 20. And those Centauri Falcons all over that, like a pack of wolves on a 3-legged cat. Under 8 minutes to go in this first and initial quarter, still scoreless. If you're just coming in just now on the broadcast, Centauri actually had it about the 25, so they're inside Limon's 25-yard line. Unfortunately, Byron Shawcroft overthrew his intended receiver, and the quarterback, number 2, actually was the cornerback. And here he goes. Now he's punting the football. Klotz is going to let it go, and it is going to take a favorable Limon Badgers bounce to about the 47-yard line. So decent field position there for the Centauri Falcons. So we can say that Centauri Falcons kind of got out of that little bit of pickle that they had going on right there. So they're going to operate at their own 47-yard line. So basically about midfield. Decent field position for the Centauri Falcons. Second offensive drive for the Centauri Falcons. So at the 47-yard line, Shawcroft out of the shotgun formation, Brady in motion, and they're going to call a penalty marker on the field. We are going to see what exactly they call on this one. Okay, so a snap infraction, and they're going to take it 5 yards back. So a very unfortunate little break there for the Centauri Falcons. So ball now at the, let's say 42-yard line to be specific. Shawcroft out of the shotgun formation, twins flank to both sides. Throwing over to number 7, that's Byron Holman, and Holman gets a little bit of wiggle room, and he gets brought down. Actually, Baron Holman is how you pronounce his first name. So Baron Holman, great job. He's had a few receptions thus far this afternoon. So approaching 7 minutes and some change, under 7 minutes right now. Shawcroft, shotgun formation, handing the ball off to Klonch. Klonch first back through the line. He's going to get a very minimal gain to about the 45-yard line. So that's going to bring a very pivotal 3rd and long situation. So we're going to say 3rd and about 12 or 13 right at this juncture in the contest. So exactly 45-yard line. Shawcroft trips to the near side, twins to the far side, and he's going to hit Baron Holman, and Holman gets a very minimal gain, so that's going to bring up 4th and about 10 to go. So actually, 4th and about 6 actually. So Centauri Falcons are now inside Limon territory at the 49-yard line. Looks like it's Conch, the punter, at this moment. 8 in motion. Conch asks for it. Kicks it off. Booming punt. And they're going to let it go. And that is going to go for a touchback. So the Limon Badgers will get their second offensive drive opportunity. And they're going to place it at the 20-yard line. So 5:51 to go in this first and initial quarter. It has been back and forth, so no scoring thus far, which is a little bit surprising considering how high-powered the Limon Badgers offense is and respectively the Centauri Falcons offense. Okay, so ball placed. Actually, they're going to place it inside the 5, actually. So pretty good field position there. So handing the ball off, second back through the line, that is 20. And he gets a little bit of momentum and a little bit of steam at that. So kind of digging himself out of his own end zone are the Limon Badgers.
This year, enjoy the games with an ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar with 0 calories and maximum taste. Zero sugar, zero compromise. Pepsi was made for football watching.
Okay, so ball here now placed about the 7-yard line. So number 2, the quarterback. I formation, had a second back through the line. And the Centauri Falcons do a phenomenal job being able to sift that out from the onset. Approaching 5 minutes to go in this first and initial quarter. It is scoreless affair thus far. So really going to see how this game kind of opens up. And be interesting to see what the final score is. But as of now, scoreless, under 5 minutes to go. Approaching 4.5 minutes. Limon Badgers taking their respective time. 3rd and 5, so very pivotal third down opportunity. Twins flanked on either side. One motion back over to the near side. Quarterback calling his own number. Forward progress is met. And so great job there by the Centauri Falcons being able to shut the Limon Badgers down. So Limon Badgers not really accustomed to going 3 and out in back-to-back drives. Like we said earlier, so 20 team state titles thus far for the Limon Badgers in the past 3 in a row. So Limon Badgers setting to punt out of their own end zone. The quarterback also punts, so it looked like a possible fake. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Let's see, at about the 43-yard line, 42 and a half. So we're going to see where they place that. 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes to go. 3:52 to be exact. Left in this first and initial quarter. So we are looking to see if these Centauri Falcons can get on the scoreboard. So best offensive drive thus far for the Centauri Falcons was when they got to about the 25-yard line. Okay, so Shawcroft setting up shop, conferring with Baron Holman. So at the 43-yard line, own 43-yard line, Shawcroft throwing to Burr. Burr breaking the 45 barrier, and he gets to about the 47-yard line. So very good pitch and catch between Zach Burr and Byron Shawcroft. So bringing up a second and say about 5 opportunities. So ball is placed at about the 47.5, 48-yard line. Shawcroft losing the football. Ooh, so very pivotal mistake there by Byron Shawcroft, fumbling the football. Could have also been a miscue from the center. And it is Limon Badgers football.
Ball is placed on the 48-yard line. First down, Badgers.
All right, so ball now is at the 48, so Limon Badgers in Centauri Falcon territory, double, triple, reverse. And they're going to trap him back in the backfield. So great job there by the defense, being able to do a good job of swarming around the football. So let's say now at the 37, 38-yard line. So loss of gain there. Second down and long. A bubble screen. Going to kick it over to 20. 20 still on his feet, crossing midfield to the 40, the 35, the 30, inside the 30, between the 30 and the 25. Penalty marker on the field. Usually when that's the case, that's usually a holding penalty, as that was quite the hole that running back had to run through.
Legal block in the back.
So that was a legal block in the back, which is going to negate that long run for Limon Badgers. So Limon Badgers not catching a whole lot of breaks thus far. Under 3 minutes to go. And they're operating out of their own 46-yard line. Number 2 actually operating out of the shotgun formation. Twins flank to the far side, single to the inside, second back through line, that is 20. And the Centauri Falcon defense really brought their A game. Kudos to the defensive coordinator as well as these defensive players for Centauri, as they are swarming all over the football field. Limon really not having a whole lot of opportunity to run a whole lot of anywhere. You hear going into this game, the Centauri Falcon offense has gotten a lot of the headlines throughout this season, but it's the defense that's also been able to keep the scores low and keep them competitive. So this is number 1 versus number 2. So under 2 minutes to go. 0-0, scoreless tie at the juncture. Number 2 looking to go with some room, still on his feet, and he's going to still go, and they're going to finally bring him down, but that's before he gets a first down. So that was a great run there by the quarterback, slicing and dicing there. So they were looking to get a hold call. The Centauri Falcon contingency. Unfortunately, they did not call a holding on this play.
Timeout. Limon.
Okay, so timeout called on Limon. First timeout of the half for either teams. 0-0 is the score. 1:26 to go in this first and initial quarter. It's been back and forth. We're going to see if these Limon Badgers can put some points on the scoreboard, or if these Centauri Falcons, who have done a fairly great job of containing the Limon Badgers, can make them go 3 and out and bring back their offensive unit back in. So the story of the game so far, besides the Centauri defense doing a great job of containing the Limon Badgers' high potent offense, is the amount of turnovers the Centauri Falcons have had. So Byron Shawcroft has actually accounted for 2 of the turnovers of this contest. One was a interception that the quarterback, actually number 2, caught in the corner of the goal line, and the other one was a fumbled snap by Shawcroft. So ball at the 27-yard line. Limon Badgers under 1:26 to go in this first quarter. Hand the ball off second back through the line. That is 20. And not a whole lot of running room for 20.
Ball is on the 31-yard line. Second down, Badgers.
Okay, so ball at the 31-yard line. So number 2 at the I formation, wide receiver flank to either side. Number 2 looking for an out route, and they bobble a snap. That is going to be an incompletion. So great job there by number 15, the defensive back for the Centauri Falcons. So under 1 minute to go, 42 seconds to be exact. It is scoreless, so we are looking to see when this pivotal breakthrough and momentum can come into either team. So right now, you can't really say any team really has the momentum. However, the team with the ball, that is Limon Badgers at about the 30, 31-yard line. Fake handoff to 22, calling his own number, the quarterback. And he is going to be brought down by about 3 or 4 Centauri Falcons. So clock continues to run, under 20 seconds to go in this first quarter. Play clock at 21. So we're going to see if Limon gets in a play before the end of this first quarter. Under 10 seconds to go. Number 2, the quarterback. And they're going to call a timeout here. Kyle Forster calls a timeout for the Centauri Falcons. So that is a second timeout called for Centauri thus far in this game, which means Centauri has one more timeout to go for essentially one whole quarter of action. Okay, so last play of this first quarter, number 2 out of the shotgun formation, trips flanked to the near side. Number 2 going, almost picked off by Byron Holman, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter with the scoreless 0-0 between the Centauri Falcons and Limon Badgers.